From the ashes, the survivors of the conflagration go their separate ways. Harmony's status as a spy has been confirmed, but the intelligence personnel she has planted have all evacuated in advance under her cover. The infected is indeed another Draco. Where she's headed is within our grasp. As soon as you give the orders, my team will continue our pursuit. On another note, pardon me for asking, but to the one listening to this report from behind the screen, are you the head or the Duke herself? Very sharp of you. I don't remember how many years it's been since I last met a youth who could single that out. Pardon me. I'd just like to enjoy this cup of tea first. Come, take a seat. No, being infected, I'm best off standing here. When you came, did you see the little theater on the street corner? Yes, I did. It wasn't open, so no suspicious persons were loitering there. That theater was built by a group of self-proclaimed Terran artists. Every night, they put on plays based on Terran culture there. Do you need me to investigate them? No. Their existence is one I much admire. As for capturing the Draco, you needn't worry. I have someone else take care of it. The intelligence you brought is highly valuable. Given your talents, we shouldn't be wasting your time on cleanup work. I would like you to surveil the Duke of Wellington's movements from a specified location. Understood. I thank you for your appreciation. Oh, yes. As for our prior question, have you decided on your answer? Hi, Miss Magistrate. How'd I fuck up that word? Hi, Miss Messenger. How far can you deliver letters? As far as you want? Could you help me write one then? Just a word or two. I just want to let my family know I'm still alive. I'm sure you heard the farmer just now. Caravans pass through this area regularly. There'll be one in half an hour. Follow the caravan, and if you can hide in their transports, all the better. The regions around County Oak Grove should be the Duke Wellington's territory. Wow, I am messing up my words. Territory. He won't permit transgressions against the Terrans. You'll be in grave danger if you miss the chance. Bro, what is going on? Hold on, I'm gonna take some water right now. Give me a moment. What is going on? Okay. You'll be in grave danger if you miss this chance. The search team will make their way here from the nearest nomadic city as quickly as they can. It won't take them even an hour. But if you manage to make it out, you won't have to worry about your future. It's me who they're after. If they lose track of you, they won't pursue you any further. Wait. So when Bagpipe said you were Dublin's leader, that wasn't just me hearing things? Yes. If any of you still want to fight alongside Dublin, you can come with me. But Dublin's name won't shield you, and the road ahead may be much the same as what we're experiencing now. Monitored by many, continuously chased. Hey, I'm back. I did what you said and talked to her. She said everyone who escaped the village with me decided to settle down here and made up a place name that doesn't exist in the Skathana fields. Still, that messenger seemed like a nice lass, though. If she's an actual messenger, Not just someone here to investigate us. We'd be sending her on this trip in vain, no? I've spent most of my life in hiding. I've seen plenty of people in pursuit, disguising themselves as messengers. Alright, suppose that's how it is from now on. Stop sighing so much. We need to divvy up our supplies while we've still got time. And you're hurt. Don't force yourself to go with Reed. We'll fight the Terrans fight for you. I count us having fought for the Terrans, then. Reed, a moment. Something I need to tell you. I wrote about it in my will, but... well, I survived, so... What is it? You see, I was the one who bashed the soldier with the hoe. I'm the reason everyone has to go on the run. That night, I saw him beating the Tully's little girl. So I picked up a hose someone set aside and beat him on the head. I'm shaking, aren't I? Really sorry. It's been so long, and I still dream about it. She was only 14. She was screaming, crying, and it got to me. I know I figured. It was so dark out. No lamps allowed at all. So it didn't matter if it might have cracked the skull, shed some blood. Wouldn't have seen it no matter how bad it was. I just didn't expect I'd mess this up for so many people. Afterwards, I thought I'd go with them and try to help everyone settle down. And then I'd leave to atone for my mistakes. But some of us never even made it. In the end, to a place we could settle down. To make up the charge about not having your papers in order. I'm sorry. I was worried they'd be suspicious when I wasn't on the wanted posters initially. That's why I went to the pharmacy with Fergal. And then I dragged you into this mess too. Don't say that, Fionn. My identity was bound to catch up to me one day. And the Terran's sorrow is bound to catch up to everyone one day. Right. Alright. Right. Hey, moron. Do you want to... What is it, Fionn? No, nothing. Here, pass me the rope. You won't get very far tying up your luggage like that. Fine. You're the expert. So you're following Reed into the fight? Selman said I've got the strengths to get a lot of things done for them. But you can't see when there's no light. That'll be hard on you. Besides, it's war we're talking about. You'll face far greater enemies than we did that night. The cannons too. War isn't like the plays, where the heroes take a cut, bleed a drop, fall, and climb back up. In real life, people die the ugliest deaths in no time. Just a quick aside, I'm real upset they don't use the Oxford comma. The minor quip. But this is the path I want to choose. I rarely ever get the chance to choose, and I want to take it. The caravan's coming in. Okay. I'll negotiate with them to carry the injured. Reed? Can I go? Can I leave? The way I am now? I believe everything is prepared. all that's left is my little sister. She is still lost at a crossroads, but she will make the right decision in the end. Top deck of high-speed battleship Gastrel. A rib taken from what was once the greatest nomadic city, furnished with the crystallization of the Victorian military's technological prowess. Most should be proud of having the privilege to board this battleship. Even across all of Terra, I doubt there exists a military machine as worthy of admiration as this. I expect no less from something bearing the name of a legendary officer under the Draco. I'm sure many have sought to track it, trying to fathom where you stand. But after a 7-year journey, today is the day, finally the day it comes to shore. How many messengers are on the way to report the news of our change, of course. The Duke of Castor and many other besides are paying close attention, but none of the armies will be able to intervene in time. County Oak Grove has stopped sailing and is ready to link. This is the first time in 7 years our ship comes anywhere close to a nomadic city, but there will be little resupplying or maintenance needed while we're docked. His lordship has indicated he'll personally receive you at the dock. Those Aslan lapdogs, so hesitant, so indolent. They may never even find out who the city truly belongs to until the ship has made it to the County Oak Grove. They have no idea of the fires that will rise again thence. Dublin's army, the Terrans who thirst to be released from this injustice, have made their way here from every part of Victoria. My strategist has done very well. Has my city stopped where I had hoped it to? Yes. Given terrain limitations and safety considerations, this is the position closest to the ruins that the city's course can reach. What do you think, Princess Iblana? You paid those ruins a visit on your way here. I think this will suffice. It doesn't matter how highly those who clamor for the restoration of Terran culture think of King Gale's palace. It's ultimately no more than a decaying ruins. When the time comes, the romanticist dreamers need only catch one glimpse of it due to morning mist, and it will sink in that what once stood atop the hills perished in catastrophe. That will do. From what I hear, once the Terran dynasty fell and the Dracos fled, the Aslans let the castle stand empty until the day catastrophe claimed it. The Terrans have all but forgotten it. The remnants of that olden dynasty were never of any intrigue to begin with. The title of King Gale was bestowed upon him by Victoria's regent, who was no more than a celebrated servant. If his crown was still extant? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that word, sorry. I would destroy it. If his throne still remained, I would render it ashes. But the place lacks even those to speak of. Hence, why the young Warwick sought to rediscover Terran history, starting from the legend of King Gale. A fine thing to do, really. You mean the eulogist Warwick? The Warwick of the Northern Front? Oh, so you knew him. I once sent an envoy to one of his parties. This battleship began its patrol right around that time. You've always been of great foresight. I'd hardly call it much of a long wait. County Oak Grove. Say, are you keen on seeing it for yourself? Of course. I'm very curious how it's rebuilt itself since that great fire. After all, I once called it home. my elder sister spear in hand. I stand in the hallway for some time. Everyone in the manor hangs their heads in silence, trying to keep busy. The moment they see me, they avert their gaze. Our teacher's health has been poor. He hasn't left his room since making his way back through a snowstorm from a dinner party. Dr. Dale readied him the mulled wine, yet hasn't been punctual in fetching the empty glass. The muted sounds of crackling wood seep through the gaps in the door. The fireplace must be a bed of warmth on this snowy night, but the flame's eerie silence makes my teeth chatter. Nonetheless, I open the door. Now that you've convinced everyone to turn against me, why shouldn't I partake in this glass of wine? I thought you would want to know what your missteps were, such that your servants would seek help from me. That is no matter, Ablana. What is important is, can you continue to hold their trust? Yes, of course. And I see you don't ask why I would agree to help them. Sure, you know what's going to happen to the city once I'm gone. The balance of power between the nobles will be lost, and no one will dare to oppose Count Philip in Parliament. Still, our own two juror barons will no doubt set to work in the shadows, so as to earn the Duke of Stafford's favor. And simultaneously, the Terrans who have just rediscovered their names will lose their leader and protector. They will continue to be upheaved, trodden down by the harsh rule of law and the nobles, to the point they cannot bear it. Yet, even if you live, all the bloodshed, the violence, the rioting would happen sooner or later. Wouldn't you say, sir? What will you do when that time comes? I will reach my hand out and drag them up from the ashes. For some unknown reason, a satisfied smile appears on his pale face. The insatiable Dracos, their ambitions knowing no bounds. Half my life spent searching. It was not in vain. He removes his spectacles and with a slow, arduous turn, faces out through the window, out to the snowstorm. That gaze, filled with fond nostalgia and earnest expectation, is the same as on that winter night 10 years ago. The night he finished reading the legend. The night his fingers brushed across the Terran letters, embossed in gold upon the book's spine. I see. A new age belonging to the Terrans, right in front of us. Oh. But Loshini, and you. I stand motionlessly in the doorway, reflected on the grass? Bro, what? Glass pane is my face, illuminated by the cold flames around us. Though filled with fear, our pitiful expressions are the one and the same. Loshini, whose student will you be? English hard, man. Okay, leave me alone. I'm trying my best.